Any man with drug go, making money. Only any got to a okay. I mean, you come home, but then not to go moon. One you call one night alone. One alone to tell me, me,
Yeah, it's your boy CV React, and this time around it's emotional one for me, the news of MOHBAD, trending online. I mean, it's really heartbreaking. Nobody saw this coming. Going through, the videos, on TikTok, seeing different videos, but people having like his death being questionable, from the father's side, from NAIRAMARLEY, his former record label boss, so many things, happening all at the same time. And yeah, we are going to examine the case, and after watching all these videos, we'll come to a conclusion. Who really killed MOHBAD? I mean, watching this video right now that I'm about to play is so heartbreaking. You'll just watch it.
Yeah, no, that one. I'm having to come. Any man with drug go, making money. Only any got to a okay. I mean, you come home, but then not to go moon. One you call one night alone. One alone to tell me,
for those that don't understand Yoruba, what he was trying to say, when they invited him over to the drug commission unit, they specially gave him some water with something in it, and they forced him against his wish to drink it, and he had no choice than to drink it. Which is why they rushed him to the hospital, and he's just like, so scared right now. Doesn't know what substance is inside that bottle, and he's just narrating the story. Let's watch it out. And what he was saying again, he said, when they arrested him, the drug agency, he was trying to cover up, for his fellow signee, Lesky, and instead, they snitched on him. And when he was trying to cover up, they snitched on him, in this video, there's so much heartbreak, there's so much backstabbing. It shows that this guy's heart is pure, and he doesn't want any evil. He doesn't want, no negative energy. He just wants to basically sing, and all of this, coming out together, it's just so embarrassing, and it's heartbreaking watching this video. I mean, look at him crying. I mean, this is not the only video. We're gonna play another video just to examine the whole issue. The next video you're about to watch is someone narrating the whole MOHBAD situation, because to be honest, I've heard so many things online and I picked the right source. I tried to dig deep and I heard what this guy said, and to me, like, yeah, I mean, we were all trying to find out who really killed MOHBAD in all of this. And yeah, definitely the investigation is going on in the police, of which I feel they should have reacted when this guy was alive, not when he's dead. So let's just watch this video and get into it.
And NAIRAMARLEY tore the letter right in front of him and walked him out. That night, MOHBAD said he was done and he walked out on his boss, NAIRAMARLEY. Naira, on the other hand, seeing that this boy don't mean business, he went out and planned with NDLEA officials to...
So back to what we were talking about, he walked out on NAIRAMARLEY. As you can hear him, he had a little bit of dispute with NAIRAMARLEY. And yeah, as usual, NAIRAMARLEY has proclaimed, set him up with the NDLEA, the Drug Commission, And yeah, let's get into the video.
To come and read MOHBAD, so that even when they finally find out and MOHBAD tries to say everything he knows, people will call him a drug addict and will not pay attention to his words.
You see that?
Luckily that day when NDLA raided their house, MOHBAD went live and spilled some details about NAIRAMARLEY, but NAIRAMARLEY was ready for the damage control. He said it was drug that made him to do such things, and he has abused drug a lot. He was taken to the hospital after the NDLEA saga, even though nothing was wrong with him. Few days after he was discharged, his team reached out to me and said that MOHBAD was contemplating suicide, that I should please save him from NAIRAMARLEY, that they are just small boys trying to fend themselves. I told them to write another letter and send it to Naira. If he tears it this time, it's on him. They wrote the letter and sent me a copy. After I got the copy, then I wrote a warning post to NAIRAMARLEY, telling NAIRAMARLEY to leave MOHBAD alone. Else, I will release waiting them they cook with a bone, all their drug peddling businesses.
Wow.
After all, I called out. The second letter was written. I told them to post it on MOHBAD's page for record purposes. That was how this young man escaped Malian music. Naira first blacklisted him for the industry. Wow. You know this industry is man no man. It's deeper than what you know. After blacklisting him, he started sending threats to his parents, say their son was talking about them, that they go mourn him if they don't want him. Threats everywhere. The trial still didn't stop. One day he was waylaid and beaten by NAIRAMARLEY boys. They took his phone, wiped everything in the phone, all the contacts, every single thing on the phone. After he left the record label, he tried to pursue his career on his own. Bella Smoda and Zlatan also stood by him, but he didn't find it easy on NAIRAMARLEY because NAIRAMARLEY has put a mark on his body for the industry. He started getting rejections. No promoter was willing to work with him, but Bella stood his ground and gave him a shoulder. At some point, NAIRAMARLEY sent his boys after Bella Smoda, but they missed him. Yet he didn't stop pursuing MOHBAD. Make no long Matasha. Straight numbers started calling MOHBAD, telling him that they won't leave him until he is 6 feet down, that he can't dine with them, and opt out just like that. He lived his whole life on fear. When he welcomed his son, the whole matter of his son was one of the reasons why he didn't announce it. He knew they might come after his son, so he kept it on the wrap. There are countless shows he secured, and damn it, they will cancel him and tell him that they got order from above not to use him.
So sad.
But in all this, man no be God. His glory was so loud that darkness couldn't overshadow him.
Exactly.
Without all these show promoters, no godfather in the industry. He was doing so well on his own.
Exactly, that's true.
Few of his friends who are influencers and stars stood by him too. They gave him shoulder. Being a sabi boy who started picking up and was doing so well on himself. The threats didn't stop. Spiritual attacks everywhere, here and there, laying ambush for him in anything he sees opportunity in. Just recently, Polo took him to America. NAIRAMARLEY still sent his boys in the UK to attack MOHBAD, but again they missed him.
Damn, just look at it. This is an underground source, from the Malian music. And it's just so funny, they don't want to let this guy go. And I feel they're trying to cover, some track, like the news flying around right now, there's some hidden agendas. I don't want to use the word cultism, but it's the truth. The music industry is so corrupt, so corrupt. And this next video we're gonna play is Live Smart. People that know NAIRAMARLEY definitely knows Live Smart. Live Smart is a dancer. He was once one of the Malian music member. And yeah, he's out here coming out, He has left the label too, just like MOHBAD. They've tried to threaten him, but God's willing is not always available when they come, He has always been crying out like, he's trying to voice out. He has been on the low. He has been on the low for a while now. So this is him voicing out, and he's even being scared too. He's scared because he doesn't know what might happen, because this thing right now is going spiritual, So let's just hear what he has to say.
We no go talk Yoruba because if everybody dey hear Yoruba, so go.
Oh yeah, no, 100.
I beg.
Eyes don't see enough. Eyes don't see enough. I no go lie for you, my brother. For this island with this, eyes don't see enough.
They're expecting you, sir.
Ah, my bro, now because MOHBAD no speak up, me as they attack me, I they speak up. And house where I call it for Agungi, apartment where I pay for almost a year. I never even lived there two months where they don't carry a bookie. All of them wear masks. CCTV camera day, I have to go to the apartment, who carry the camera. All of them, say people who I don't live with before. No matter how much ask me in our own way, I will see with the other masks.
What he was trying to say, he said NAIRAMARLEY sent boys and I told him to attack him, and they all wore masks. And he said, these people, these so-called people that wore masks, there are people that he knows, in the Maryland record, and he was able to identify them so well. Like he even listed a few. But listen to the video.
I'll sabi all of them from my Romanian crew. Even shoot the DJ that day. They carry a bookie come threaten me for house, attack me for house.
Who's supposed
All those one carry bike. At that time that she bike and see risky thing they happen and they can't attack me for house. I got to come up for there.
Wow.
People follow attack. All of them no go in MMP, Shudi, Lifrosh go one join, Should go go on Max Water Bokiba no one there. All of them you on party me to all of me. Yes na, on party to all of them, type of and so far put me around to ba won ja. To try escape join. Advise me ilé tí mo gbà sa give me the love mo. Donc I be no ngwa. Mo tún ṣe tán mo tún lọ sa Abuja mo tún padà wá. Some light follow up gbé mi. Follow up arrest me on competition.
There's somebody they call Sam Larry very close to NAIRAMARLEY, and if you're following this news, you should already know who he is. The guy is a really top guy. He's really deep in the industry. When I mean deep, politics wise too. It's following the trend, the so-called APC and all of that. And they have this mentality of them owning Lagos. They can do exactly what they have. They feel like they are above the law. Sam Larry. And for those of you that are following this case, you're supposed to know who he is. And yeah.
One question in competition put me paramount. I follow up by me. 500k if bail around me. Mo tún bail around me. To want to talk lawyer. No.
Because we speak Yoruba and many people did this live video when they hear Yoruba. You understand? Police the police will give 500,000.
Evidence day, my brother. They collect bail. They talk say they want collect 500k again. Money for lawyer.
He said when he went to report to the police, they collected 500k from him, the police. And when he was about to file the case, they asked him to still call lawyer. And the lawyer was requesting 500k, so it was like too much for him. He complained, but the system is really, really messed up.
What is US and not take police there?
Okay. That day I just go with I get meeting with Magneto, big Magneto fresh out. You get because I follow and do video shoot, so one go do meeting. So normal, now there with our base, we just go chill, go buy stuff na beach now. So me, I feel okay. After they just try to attack me, where everything on top, I can't go with beach. Okay, me I come with Sam Larry for there. As I want to go greet Sam Larry like this, Sam Larry just me cannot greet him. Waiting happen. He shall say me cannot near him. I shall go sit down back, JJ. They do my own meeting with Magneto. Before you know, I don't see no call shoot come me with police. They don't even wear uniform. They just come to say with boys. The first cause, but I don't see boys. The first one they can't call police.
Wow.
Then one they also they don't want uniform now, so they carry me go last one. They just carry me go last one first. They don't see any good evidence hold me for day or detain me. They can't carry me go.
And you don't report this matter after the police collect 500,000.
And I talk, I report, I post.
They
post the video that time and see the arrest me. Everything. They carry me go last one police station. They don't get any good evidence to detain me. They can't carry me go Lagos Island police station. So now there's some day. Now there are police people day. Now they are insider police day.
You see that? The guy is really deep in the system, Lagos State. They carried him to headquarters where he runs, and they're trying to detain this boy because he's one of the people that voiced out, unlike MOHBAD. Although MOHBAD too voiced out, but what makes a difference is that this guy, anytime they lay an acronym, it comes out on social media. So it's always putting them, on the radar. So it's like it's less on the side because he's always voicing out, and which is a good thing, you know. And I feel like everybody, you know, in the entertainment sector, especially if you're under a label, you should always voice out when you feel like they're mistreating you, you know, violently or whatnot. Let's go into the video.
So they arrest me illegally. They want, sir?
Now I think that they live in the police station.
Yes, now zone A, I be zone E, one in Lagos and in stadium. But that's stadium side.
Zone 2.
Yeah, like here zone 2.
Zone 2.
After they arrest me, they don't say me I dey lie, say I talk rubbish about them. And evidence they say what I talk na true. I'm not sure bring that matter out now. That will not be MOHBAD matter. Now MOHBAD matter want to. But Sam Larry, they can also carry me go Sam Larry headquarters where they serve their police. And so they petition, they write stupid petition saying me I dey talk something wey no true. You can't talk say me I go pay myself or else you go put me for sale for over the weekend. I feel 500k pay myself. One. Because I got to reach out that day, for the way they detain me,
500k.
I sick, I'll get malaria that day. That's rush to go hospital.
Man, just carry you. They can't because they're not.
Yes, so without anything, you know, I can't hospital finish as I treat myself with malaria and diarrhea. Now, so they petition me, say, make I pay 500k for lawyer fee. They still want another 500k for me. Every evidence day, the lawyer, everything is crucial. The lawyer, they told me, make me and they pay 500k for petition fee.
Can you imagine?
The matter, I don't just reply them, I no answer. And so they die down, they don't talk anything again. Me say I die down the matter, I don't talk anything. They don't come. When they say me,
Wow. Man, we're just hearing different narratives, you know. People are voicing out, that's the positive thing. Well, to the conclusion of all of this, you know, to me, the guilty party here right now, you know, for me, because I watched all the videos, you know, from when they laid him down to rest, you know, for, you know, his father. I don't have the video yet, but, you know, there was a video where his father was speaking to, you know. I watched everything. I just feel the father is ignorant of the situation, and probably is this kind of person that, you know, once they give him a few numbers of money and he just probably wants to cover up, you know, just trying to die out the whole issue. But with what I've seen, with what I've come to conclusion with, is that NAIRAMARLEY is guilty. You know, like there's nothing anybody can tell me. NAIRAMARLEY knows exactly what happened to MOHBAD. He knows exactly what he did that made MOHBAD go. Because it was not a normal death. You know, there was something spiritual. You know, they were saying when he died, they said he suffered the ear infection, and he came out with a long note. You know, I think yesterday, and they were saying, who was the person that admitted him in the hospital? He was trying to shift the old pointing fingers against him to the public. You know, so people will stop, you know, pointing hands at him like, okay, you were the one. And most people didn't buy that, obviously, because it's so clear, you know, right from when this guy has been alive and you have all been tormenting him. And yeah, look at it, he's gone now. Are you happy? You know, I just want the police to do the right thing, but, you know, it's so unfortunate because, you know, who knows Lagos knows what I'm talking about. You know, Lagos is deeply rooted with some mad cabals, you know. And, you know, the system is just so corrupt. Imagine the other time they gave NAIRAMARLEY, you know, the ambassador for drug commission in the LEA. It's so funny, you know, people were reacting to it like, that's how bad the system is, and it's just so unfortunate. And for me, I believe NAIRAMARLEY is guilty. And I know, by God's grace, we will be brought to book if we all come together as one and voice out. Just in loving memory for MOHBAD, because right now I believe it's resting in the bosom of God. If you found value in this, you can actually like, share, you know, subscribe. You know, this channel is just starting up, and I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless.